Hi guys, and welcome back to Beauty Fortified. Today I'm going to talk about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Blush. Now I am a real sucker for a stick blush because I do believe that creams and liquid blushes are far more flattering on mature skin. I also love the portability and the convenience of a stick blush, but believe it or not, I actually don't have any stick blushes in my collection until I purchased this one. Now I did have quite a few drugstore ones. I have decluttered them. I found that a lot of them had a very waxy kind of consistency, which just didn't sit well on my mature skin, and for that reason, I got rid of them. But I went in store and I sampled this one and it had a really beautiful creamy consistency. So I decided to purchase it, and I'm going to try it on here with you, and we're going to have a look, do a little bit of a deep dive into the blush and see if it really is all that. Now, just a little bit about the packaging. So it does come in some very beautiful metallic rose gold packaging, but that's probably where the beauty of the packaging ends. So I do consider it rather cheap packaging, and I'll tell you why. So it does come with a little brush on the one end, and you might say, well, that's really convenient. Unfortunately, the brush is really stiff. I wouldn't even attempt to apply the blush with the brush. I think it's just going to probably lift your foundation more than anything else. So to me, that's not really a bonus. And then the other thing is, it's kind of a cheap packaging. It doesn't have the weight of a high-end blush or a high-end product. And it's got a little pull-off cap that looks like that, but it's not magnetized in any way, so you have to push the cap down. So I think just a couple of little things that it's missing. I just wanted to compare it to one of the Stila highlighters. The Stila blushes do come in this same packaging as well. And this, you can see, has got a kind of gravitas to it, and it's also got that gorgeous metallic cap, which I think just speaks volumes about the packaging. So wasn't too impressed with the overall packaging of the product. But now let's get on to the product itself. So as I say, this is an absolutely gorgeous color. I chose the color in, let's see, it is Soft Rose, it's called. And when I caught sight of this in store, it just really appealed to me because it's just a gorgeous kind of neutrally rosy color. So it's just a great everyday color. It would go with a lot of makeup looks. And it really was very pigmented. There I've swatched it, you can see really beautiful and creamy as well. I just loved the consistency of it. So now I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to use two different methods to apply it. You can obviously apply it with your fingers. I do prefer to use a little flat brush that looks like this. This is a kind of foundation stroke blush brush. And I like using a brush because it just gives me a little bit more precision. Now, when the sales assistant tried this on me in store, she took the brush and she just brushed it over the bullet like that to get some pigment. So I thought that that was quite interesting. So I'm going to try that again today. It does come off with quite a bit of pigment. So we can apply this to this side of the face, and I'm just starting at the outer third of the cheek area, and I'm just going to tap that into the cheek. And wow, yes, it is really pigmented. I mean, I just took a couple of swipes on the brush, and you can see that it is giving me some beautiful pigmentation, some beautiful color. So very, very pretty. It does come off as a little bit glowy. It does dry down somewhat. So it's not a very dewy blush, but it's definitely not a matte blush either. It's probably somewhere in between. I think you could probably call it a satin blush, but really is beautiful. So giving me some lovely color payoff. Now on this side, I'm going to apply it as I would usually, and that is straight from the bullet. So just taking a couple of swipes of that onto the cheek, and then I'm going to take the blush and blend it out and see how that fares. And this is giving me somewhat of a slightly more sheer application, but still really beautiful. I mean, if you wanted just to keep things very, very light, you could just keep it at that, two swipes on the cheek, and then just patting it in all over the cheek. But I can say applying it directly to the brush and then to the cheek is going to give you a more solid, opaque application, but still very beautiful. So you can definitely build it up. As you can see on this side, it is definitely more opaque and built up. I'm just going to apply a little bit more to the cheek. I do prefer a little bit more blush. More is more for me when it comes to blush. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. The shade is gorgeous. There are 5 different shades in the range and really is beautiful. So the quality of the product is not waxy at all. It's what I would come to expect from high end. It really is gorgeous. Packaging leaves a little bit to be desired. You do get 0.28 ounces of product or 8 grams. So not sure how that fares with other stick blushes. But definitely the quality of the product is really beautiful. So I'm going to go about my day. I am going to leave you a pinned comment down below. I'm going to let you know how the blush wore, if I had to retouch it all. And we're just going to see how it fares. But really do love it on first application, and I really think that the color is absolutely gorgeous as well. So let me know if you've tried any of the Anastasia blush sticks and what your thoughts are. Please leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.